Daytime baseball on this Wednesday afternoon as we get started for the second of the 6-game series between the Northwest Arkansas Naturals and the San Antonio Missions. We're live with the first pitch coming up right after our proudest sponsor of Dr. Pepper. Lake Bacher, a righty from Illinois, will get the start. He's 6'3", 215, and age 27. Will get the hill for San Antonio here for game 2. Well, all set to go and about ready to get underway here today. And getting in the box now is Tucker Bradley, the right fielder. Well, 3 words. Let's have some baseball here today. As that one is taken well and inside for a coach. And we are underway at 1:05 p.m. You mean, let's play ball instead of let's go right now and stuff. Yeah, you're right, Bob. Nothing in 1, going to an 0-2 count as he swings and misses. Now the count now, 0-2. So far, not just Northwest Arkansas and San Antonio playing ball, but we also got 2 teams in the North Division. That is Springfield at Wichita, as they will start their game right now along with us. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets him chasing for the first out of the inning. So Bacher would get the first one of the day. And that means 9 more for free breakfast on the bun, courtesy of our proud sponsors at Whataburger. Now in is Harold Gonzalez as he delivers one right there, line drive up to right field for a base hit. Boy, and that was one hard hit ball, 104 miles an hour. And so far, that will keep the top half of the first inning alive. Third batter for Northwest Arkansas, Jimmy Govern. As he comes in, and he does not hold up on the initial offering for strike 1. Ty Krause calls that strike. He is the crew chief behind the plate. And he calls in for strike 2. Now, no balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, 1 away. In the top of 1 on this Wednesday afternoon. 0-2. And that's high fly in the air. And Dunn is racing after it, and he'll make the play for out number 2. And let's go ahead and give the visiting Northwest Arkansas Naturals the starting lineups. And Bob, last night these guys win in the first of the 6-game series. What was your reaction about that one? Well, I gotta say, hit balls is where it came from. These boys, they put the contact of the bat to that ball, and they got her going. In now is Robbie Glendenning as he hits one high and fouls. And the count now 0-1. The pitch. High fly in the air. And first base is Fernandez at the first base coaching box as he'll make the play. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. As we are midway through 1. It is no score. Well, the lefty Austin Cox will come out of the Naturals bullpen as he'll be the opener of this second game. He's 6'4", 185 pounds, and age 26. Gets the hill for the Naturals here today. The center fielder is Tim Lopes. As we start up the bottom half of the home first inning. That one high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes as we get underway. And right there is... it was pretty much high. Here's the 1-0. Again outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Boy, trying to fool that center fielder for San Antonio, Tim Lopes. He does not get enticed so easily. Down at the corner, it's 3 balls and no strikes. Austin Cox was talking to home plate umpire Ty Krause to see where that one was, and he got the call 3-0. Here's a 3-1. And that's going to be right there to short as he zip lines right to first for the out. So with 1 away, let's give a quick pause and give the home team starting lineups. And so far, Bob, what these guys need to do in order to preserve the victory today? Well, they need to focus more on hitting the ball and hitting it in direct contact. You know, if you could do that, at the end of the day, you may just go home being the winner. The shortstop is Wander Javier. As he comes in, and he fouls one off at the initial offering for a strike, and it's 0-1. Got fans watching from Northwest Arkansas. Greetings from the South Division. And that's a swing and a miss, and the count now is 0-2. 1 away, nobody on. And the pitch. Right there. Right to third. High to the first baseman as he will make the play for out number 2. That'll bring up the right fielder, Joshua Mears. Mears coming in. 2 up, 2 down. And that one high and outside for ball 1. Northwest Arkansas is AA affiliation of the Kansas City Royals. San Antonio, 3 years of being transferred back to a AA team after their AAA. They are proud affiliation of the San Diego Padres. Well, right there, that will do, as that will head to the right fielder for the out, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We played 1 on this afternoon. And it's now to the top of the second for Northwest Arkansas. No score. Tyler Gentry coming in as we start up the top of 2 for the Naturals. And that's going to be line drive up the center to Tim Lopes. And that's going to be a no-out single. And that's going to bring in Shervian Newton. In the pitch. And right there to Jackson Merrill. They will flip to 2, and they will not get the runner going to first, but they do get the force out at second. So pretty good as San Antonio tries to get a double play to give everybody today 2 free tacos courtesy of our friends and friendly neighbors there at Taco Bell. Juan Carlos Negrete coming in as he's got a runner at first and 1 away. And before the 0-1, they will get him back in standing. And still hanging on at first. 0-1. Swing and a miss will get him down chasing, and the count 0-2. Here's a pitch, a swing and a miss, and the changeup down low will get him swinging. And there is 2 up, 2 down. Baker now getting his second strikeout of the day. And that is pretty good. Here's the 8-hole, Duncan Rae. As he takes one outside for ball 1, it's 1-0. Got a great crowd here today as we're having a baseball day. We started today at 1:05. Curveball down and in for a ball, and the count now 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. And that one issued by Ty Krause was right in the zone, and that's called for strikes. So 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Runner at first, 2 away, top of 2, no score. Through the first inning, it was a scoreless 1 inning in the books. And so far, San Antonio trying to win here today. That is high fly. Right there to Tim Lopes, as that will do. And that inning is over. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We are 2.5 coming up. And it is no score as we head for the bottom of 2. First baseman is Juan Fernandez as we get ready for the home half of 2. And that's going to be right there to second. He'll jump throw and he'll get him easily at first. And that's a ground ball on a pitch. And that's 1 away. That'll bring up the Hawk Lucas Dunn. Dunn coming in, he takes one down low, outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Dunn averaging at .418 over the opposition of .500. He's had 6 home runs and 12 RBIs. So doing pretty good for his season with San Antonio. And looking to continue to escalate that further count. Here's the 1-1. Right there. Line drive up to left field and now gets through for a base hit. So San Antonio continues to just keep on going. That'll bring in the designated hitter, Grant Little. And the pitch. High fly in the air. Right there in center is the center fielder, as he will just be just shy of left field to make the play for the out. Second baseman is the 7th batter, Jackson Merrill. Merrill coming in and looking to get that runner home at first. Outside, too high. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Well, partly cloudy. Clouds will increase by later this afternoon. So far, rain and thunderstorm chances will be the overnight tonight. 2-0, and now that will be in for a code strike, and the count now 2-1. Here's a 2-1. And that's going to be high fly right there. And that's going to get through for extra bases. And that's going to put runners at second and third now. And San Antonio looking to score in. And only 1 base hit can bring them both home if it gets out in the outfield. That'll bring up the left fielder, Albert Fabian, as he takes one high and outside for ball 1. It's 1-0. Northwest Arkansas leads this series 1-0 over San Antonio, and Missions have the chance of tying it up here today. 1-0 delivery. That's right there. Up to short. To first. They get him. No runs on 2 hits. No errors. 2 left. As we head for the top of the 3rd inning, it is no score. Well, starting up the top half of the 3rd for Northwest Arkansas. And we head for the bottom of the lineup. Luca Tresh coming in. And he takes one down and in for a code strike. It's 0-1. Bacher doing pretty well. This is his 3rd inning of work. And so far trying to keep the Naturals at the shutout. High fly in the air. In right center is Tim Lopes as he makes the play. And that is 1 out.
Now batting, the right fielder, Tucker Bradley.
So Tucker Bradley will come in as he strike out in the first as 0 for 1. Pretty day for baseball, right, Bob? No, I gotta say, it is gorgeous. I mean, you gotta stay hydrated. 87 degrees is no laughing matter, so make sure you guys are getting drinks and bathroom breaks and whatever during the times that we are getting ready to do the next inning. No balls, 1 strike to Tucker Bradley, the right fielder. That will go high fly in the air and out of play. No balls to 2 strikes. Oh and 2. Swing and a miss, and he'll get him chasing. And quickly in the top half of the 3rd inning, they're 2 away.
Second baseman, Gerard Gonzalez.
That'll bring up Gerard Gonzalez. I thought, yeah, you know, John, I was thinking what you were saying last night when we were playing Northwest Arkansas for the first time. I thought his name was Harold Gonzalez, Herald, Harold. And I was like, now wait a minute, there's a Herard, so Gerard is his name. Yeah, that kind of confused me right there a little bit, Bob. 0-2. And that's going to be line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second. And he's going to stand up double. And was thinking that ball was going to be out of the ballpark as we saw where it was going. Yeah, and that ball was well hit by that batter. And now it's going to be still the top of the 3rd inning. And that brings in Jimmy Govern. That's high fly in the air. Up in right field is Joshua Mears. And he ends the inning on that fly. So no runs on a hit. No errors. A man left stranded at second. And we go bottom of 3. No score.
Leading up for San Antonio.
Well, San Antonio will start their bottom half of 3. And that'll be 9-1-2 due up for the home half of 3. Michael Cantu coming in as he takes one down low. 1 ball, no strikes. We are no score through the first 2 innings. And that's going to be high in the air. Right there in shortstop. As the shortstop Newton will make the play for the out. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Tim Lopes. He grounded out in the first inning, is 0 for 1. Right there again. Right to Newton and to first. And there's 2 quick outs.
The batter, the shortstop,
That's going to bring in Wander Javier as he grounded out in the first, is 0 for 1. So far, if you are in the YouTube live chat, we welcome everybody to our live Wednesday afternoon baseball game here in San Antonio. Second of the 6-game series. And that's going to be line drive up in the center for a base hit. So continuing onward, as that'll keep the bottom half of 3 alive. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Joshua Mears. Mears is 0 for 1 of the day. And that's going to be right there. And he'll force out the second, and they'll get him easily. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So we go to the top half of the Northwest Arkansas 4th, and it is no score. Well, that'll bring in Robbie Glendenning, as he'll start up the top half of the 4th inning for Northwest Arkansas. And a pitch. That is high fly in the air. Fabian in pursuit, and he can't make the play. No balls, 1 strike to Glendenning. Outside, far, and down. We'll even up the count at 1-1. 1-1. And that is high fly in the air. Fabian, just shy of the line and warning track, will make the play for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Tyler Gentry.
That'll bring up Tyler Gentry. He singled back in the second. He's 1 for 1. Springfield at Wichita, converging play, just like Northwest Arkansas at San Antonio as well. So far, ball clubs this evening. Tulsa at Arkansas. Frisco at Amarillo. Corpus Christi at Midland. That one high fly, and that will bounce off the net behind the backstop, and the count 0-2. 31 strikes. And 2 to 3 balls in there. Makes a total of 34. That's high fly in the air. Mears, shy of the warning track, will make the play for 2. So 2 up, 2 down. Here in the top of the Northwest Arkansas 4th. That'll bring in Shervian Newton. His last name reminds me of the Newton family in Beethoven 1 and 2. Yeah, and I gotta say, everybody loves dog movies. And I will say this Sunday, it's Bark in the Park week. So, as we conclude the 6-game series, just bring your dogs to the park and they'll have a great time watching baseball and meeting friendly neighbors that love dogs. I love dogs too, Bob. Dogs have been the one favorite thing of mine. Right there to Fabian, and that will do for this half inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. As we're midway through 4, it's still no score.
Leading up for San Antonio.
Well, that'll bring in Juan Fernandez, the first baseman. As he grounded out in the second, he's 0 for 1. Well, cloud cover is beginning to intensify as we go through this afternoon. And right there, Ty Krause says he went. Called strike. And the count now is 0-2. Series continues tomorrow night, 7:05, our first pitch through Saturday. Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock as we conclude this 6-game set with the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. That'll bring up the hot corner third baseman Lucas Dunn. Missions after the homestand, they will head north to Oklahoma to take on the Tulsa Drillers in a 6-game set, before returning home on Tuesday night, May 9th, to take on the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks in the 6 games. That's a swing and a miss. The circle change will get him out in front. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 away, the bottom of the 4th. And that's going to be right there to the shortstop Newton, as that will be 2 away. And that's going to bring in the designated hitter, Grant Little. He lined out back in the 2nd. Is 0 for 1 of the day. And that's going to be line drive. And they will not get him. That will go down for the fielder's choice. So he'll be safely at first. And the bottom of 3 continues onward. Now to bring up the 7-hitter, second baseman Jackson Merrill. That one is high fly in the air, and that will go wide of play and foul. So no balls, 1 strike. Merrill singled in the 2nd, is 1 for 1 of the afternoon. Here's the 0-1. And that one is high. And right to the third baseman for the out. And that will do. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 4 scoreless innings all towed. And it's all now top of the 5th inning coming up. No score. Top half of the 5th inning for Northwest Arkansas. That'll bring the 7-batter Juan Carlos Negrete coming in. And the pitch. That one well and inside for a strike, and the count now 0-1. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and the count now 0-2. Got a beautiful afternoon on hand, and so far, don't forget that top half of the 8th inning will give you your attendance totals in this ball game. That's high fly in the air. First baseman Fernandez will come just in foul territory to make the play for the first down.
The batter, the center fielder, Duncan Rae.
Center fielder is Duncan Rae. He lined out in the 2nd, is 0 for 1. And the pitch. And that one is going to be high fly in the air. Fabian getting there, and he'll make the play for out number 2. My, he's got tricks up his sleeves. So pretty good right there as he claims the out. That'll bring up Luca Tresh as he swings and misses at the initial offering for a code strike. It's 0-1. 7:05 tomorrow night. Our first pitch against Northwest Arkansas. Friday and Saturday at 7:05. Sunday at 1 o'clock. That one right there, Javier will pick it up from the dirt, and he'll zip line it to Fernandez, and that will end the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We go to the bottom of the 5th, and still no score. John Scampy and Chris Singleton will be live on Tuesday night, May 2nd, as San Antonio will head north to Tulsa, Oklahoma to start a 6-game series against the AA affiliation of the Los Angeles Dodgers. So far, as of this year, San Antonio will not play Arkansas or Tulsa here at home. So far, 3 North Division teams will come to San Antonio. That is Northwest Arkansas, Wichita, and Springfield. Right there and inside for a ball, and the count now 1-1. So that means that Northwest Arkansas will come to San Antonio, but San Antonio will not go to Riverboat Field this year. High fly in the air. In left field, and shortstop will try to race after it. And that is going to go foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes at the bottom of the 5th. And that's going to be hit to the second baseman. Zip line right to first, and they'll get him easily for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Michael Cantu.
Well, we got Michael Cantu coming in as the last of the lineup. And here's the pitch to him. That's hit high fly in the air. And the right fielder will race after it just shy of the warning track to make the play for the second out. That's going to bring in Tim Lopes. He's grounded out 2 times in this game. And the pitch. Right there's a swing and a miss, and the count now 0-1. We're scoreless through the first 5.5 innings of play. And San Antonio continues to struggle in getting the runs in. Well, that does it, as we have 5 complete innings of no scores. And still nothing as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Tucker Bradley coming in. He's 0 for 2 and 2 strikeouts of the night. Or correction, of the day. I do apologize. Right there and inside, as the initial offering has been thrown inside for strike 1. Boy, got a great crowd here today. Afternoon baseball. Just a nice day to come out and enjoy a game with us. That's right there. Line drive, and that will get through for a base hit. Going to first, going to second, and he's going to be in on a no-out double. So Northwest Arkansas threatening as they have the tie-breaking run. And yes, the ball was fair as he goes for 2 bases on that one. Right there, here is Gerard Gonzalez. 2 for 2 double and a single. The 0-1. Right there, and that one is chopped foul, and he goes down in the count now 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. That one goes foul and out of play. 0-2. And that's going to be line drive up to center field, and that's going to get through for a base hit. And the run is in to score, as Northwest Arkansas will take the tie-breaking run out of the equation. It's now 1-0. That'll bring in Jimmy Govern, as he will foul one off, and the count now 0-1. Fly out, pop out, 0 for 2. As he's got the runner at first, 1 away on that RBI single. Again, he fouls one off behind the backstop, and the count 0-2. 0-2. High fly in the air and out of play. Oh, 2. Swing and a miss. He'll get him down. One away here in the top half of the Northwest Arkansas 6th inning. That'll bring in Robbie Glendenning. Taco Bell double play in this top half of 6. Boy, and San Antonio really struggling here in this game as they had 6 complete shutout innings, and so far they are really getting rough around the edges, but hopefully bottom half of the 6th inning they'll get the bats alive. And did he go? No, Ty Krause says he did not go around. That's ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2. And right there to Dunn, to Merrill, to Fernandez, a 3-6-4 double play. And that gets everybody 2 free tacos courtesy of that double play. 1 run on a couple of base hits, no errors. And we go now to the bottom of the 6th. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals lead it by 1-0.
Leading up for San Antonio, the shortstop.
The shortstop is Wander Javier as he comes in. And he is about ready to go. Right there. And the shortstop has some trouble with it. And that is going to be the Naturals' first error of the day on the shortstop, and he's not happy about it. Well, I gotta say, nobody is happy making errors. If you make errors, yes, that will hurt you in the end, or it may just come back and haunt you later. This is the right fielder, Joshua Mears, as he comes in and he takes one down and in for the ball, and the count now 1-0. Swing and a miss, and the count now is 1-1. He goes chasing. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on at first. Nobody out in the bottom of 6. Northwest Arkansas leads this ball game by 1-0 over San Antonio. So far, Mission's trying to avoid a second series loss as they lost last night. Outside for the count now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. And right there, they will double tag him off. Oh my goodness. As Glendenning surprise attacks him at first base. Getting that one is a double play. A 1-7-2 double play. And that's going to be right there to the second baseman. They'll throw, and that ends the inning. So no runs on a erased hit. No errors, and nobody left. We go to the top of the 7th. Northwest Arkansas out in front by 1. That will bring in Tyler Gentry as we start up the top half of the Northwest Arkansas 7th. That one high fly in the air. In center field is Tim Lopes as he will make the play just shallow left.
Now batting.
Well, with 1 away, here is Chevrian Newton as he comes in and he's ready to go. And the pitch to him. Outside, far and wide, and the count now 1 ball and no strikes. 1 ball, no strikes to him. And the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and the count now is 1-1, even up. One ball, 1 strike. Chevrian Newton. That one is going to be blistered but foul. 56 strikes, 5 balls in total, 61 to the starter, Lake Bacher. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And right there, as they will try to get them, and they will recover there. As that will be the second out. And as you look at the instant replay, the pitcher comes and he gets them. And so far, that is just pretty good right there. Now in is Juan Carlos Negrete. Negrete coming in and looking sharp right there to Dunn, right to first base Fernandez, and they'll get him easily. Well, it's time to get up a stretch here in the home half of the 7th inning coming up. It's taking me out to the ball game. The Northwest Arkansas Naturals lead it by 1. Well, Lucas Dunn is coming in. He's 1 for 2, single in the second. As we start up the home 7th. 5, 6, and 7 due up for 7. And that's going to be zip lined right to short, right to first. And they'll get... So a ground ball and one hit, and that will go right to the short. Grant Little, the 6th batter. The tying run of this ball game, trying to get on base. That one far down and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Jacob Wallace, a righty. Left fielder, or a lefty, is Josh Dial. And that's going to be blistered right there. And that's going to get down for a base hit. Going to first, going to second. And he's going to stop at second and hold the brakes. Right there, as that will be a leadoff double. And everybody today in attendance will get that coupon for a double meat cheeseburger with your choice of a medium fry and onion ring. And yes, everybody's favorite drink, Dr. Pepper. Or any soda of your choice. That'll bring in Jackson Merrill as he hits one high, and that will not get far enough, and they'll be caught for the out. Well, San Antonio thought it would have been getting high flying out there. 2 away and a runner at second here in the bottom of 7. Right there and inside for the code strike, and it's 0-1. Down and in, and the code strike. And the count now 0-2. 0-2 the count. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, and that's going to get in. Runner going home from second, and he's in to score as that ties up the ball game. Now, question is whether this ball game gets untied. The Missions need to keep up the momentum. Runner at first, 2 away. And that one is going to be far and outside for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Fly out, line out, 0 for 2 to the catcher of today's game, Michael Cantu. 1 ball, no strikes. And a pitch. And that's going to be line drive, high fly in the air. And that's going to get down for extra bases. And the runner from first is going home. And San Antonio will take the lead in the bottom of the 7th. Boy, and I gotta say, that was a hard hit ball. And it could be San Antonio's game, but this game is still not decided yet. Well, time now is going to be called as here comes the manager from Northwest Arkansas. as that will do for the pitcher, Austin Cox, here today.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That'll bring in Steven Cruz, a righty from the Northwest Arkansas bullpen. So far this afternoon, we're looking at the Texas League Baseball. Who's in first place? So far, Midland and Amarillo tied at 9 and 7. Frisco just a game behind the two ball clubs. San Antonio 7 and 7. Corpus Christi 5 and 11. Tulsa in the North Division is a game ahead of Arkansas. Northwest Arkansas is 2 games behind Arkansas. Wichita tied even with Northwest Arkansas at 8 and 8. Springfield down in the last place positions at 5 and 11. Here's a 1-2. And that's going to be right there. Line drive, and that's going to get through for a base hit. Runner from second coming home. And he's in to score, as now San Antonio will lead the 2-run differential. So a pretty good day for San Antonio if they could claim game 2 of the 6-game series. That'll bring in Wander Javier. And that's going to be hit right there to second to short. And that will do. 3 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, a man left. We go to the top of the 8th. The San Antonio Missions will lead this ball game 3-1.
leading off for Northwest Arkansas, the center fielder.
The center fielder in the 8th spot for Northwest Arkansas is John Rae. Rae coming in. He takes one inside for the ball, and the count now 1-0. 10,842 in attendance today. As so far, don't forget, tomorrow night we will be live here again, as we are the 3rd of the 6-game series. Right there to Javier, right to Fernandez. He gets him easily for the out.
The batter, the catcher.
So 4 more times left of this homestand between the two ball clubs. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count now is 0-1. So far, as you look at Lake Bacher, 90% of his fastballs have been all for strikes. Yes, and I agree, John, that they have been. And as you look at the other 10, the 10 has been for balls. Yeah. That's pretty good right there. No balls, 2 strikes to Luca Tresh. 0-2. And that one is going to be right there and out of play and foul. 62 strikes, a total of 6 balls through this whole time that Lake Bacher has been on the hill for San Antonio. High fly in the air. And right there, as he'll make the play. Out in center field is Tim Lopes to record the out.
Tucker Bradley.
That'll bring in Tucker Bradley. 1 for 3, double and a run. Like I said, 7:05 our first pitch. That is game 3 between the two ball clubs, Northwest Arkansas and San Antonio. We'll have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night games at 7:05. First pitch at 1 on Sunday. Missions are up north as they head to Oklahoma to take on a 6-game series against the LA Dodgers affiliation, the Tulsa Drillers. So they'll be gone Tuesday, May 2nd through Sunday, May 7th, with the off day on that Monday, May the 8th, which is also my 30th birthday. Well, happy birthday, Jonathan. Thank you. Thank you. Up in right field is Joshua Mears as he'll race after to make the play, and that ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. So we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning, and it is 3-1 San Antonio. The right fielder is Joshua Mears as we start the home half of the 8th. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Swing and a miss on the initial offering by Steven Cruz. And underway in the bottom of 8. Here's the pitch. And that one's going to be high fly in the air. The right fielder and second baseman will try to race after it to make the play.
Now batting.
So the right fielder will claim the first out here in the 8th. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Juan Fernandez. Don't forget, when we're back from Tulsa, Missions will start the 6-game homestand beginning on Tuesday, May 9th, as we greet the visiting Corpus Christi Hooks into town. But 2 balls and no strikes to Juan Fernandez. Cloud cover coming at a 70% on the radius. And that's going to be high fly in the air, and that will get down into the right fielder's glove for the out. Well, and he almost lost that one there. Yeah, and he almost did. I mean, if he would have lost that one and it would have got down in front of him, it would have been a 1-out base hit. Hot corner third baseman, that is Lucas Dunn, coming in as he fouls one off, and the count now 0-1. Boy, if San Antonio wins here today and they will tie up against Frisco, that means they'll be a game behind Midland and Amarillo. Sad thing about it, Corpus Christi and Springfield are 5-11, and they're in last place for both teams. San Antonio sits in 4th spot. That is, well, let's go up to the top of it, but we will go the 1-2-3 inning, as that will do. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on as we head for the top of the Naturals' 9th inning. It is a 3-1 ball game. Gerard Gonzalez is a 3-for-3 today. He's trying to make it a 4-for-4 as that throw and the initial offering pitch is outside for ball 1. Correction, I was going to say Amarillo was in first place, but it don't matter who's in first place. And evidently Midland and Amarillo both on the first and second place positions. Frisco in the 3rd spot. San Antonio is in the 4th spot. Corpus Christi is in the 5th spot, down in last place. Tulsa is in first place in the North. They lead 11-5 of the year. Arkansas trails just a game behind the Drillers, 10-6. Northwest Arkansas is 8-8, along with the Wichita Wind Surge. They are 8-8 of the year. Springfield down in the last place position at 5-11. So they got a lot of work up there in Wichita today. Here's a pitch. And right there and inside for a code strike. It's 0-1. So far, Springfield and Wichita. We will go ahead and see what went on with their ball game as they take on the Wichita Wind Surge there at the porch. Right there, and that will go foul, and the count now 0-2. Missions are 2 outs away from claiming game 2 of this 6-game series. So we do have a finalization of Springfield and Wichita in that game. The Springfield Cardinals will win their 6th as they shut out Wichita by the final score of 10-0. 10 runs on 16 hits, no errors for Springfield. For Wichita, no runs on 1 hit, 1 error. Hardly a no-hitter in that ball game there on the porch. Last up, Robbie Glendenning, as that ball is going to be well hit, and that will do. Well, San Antonio will claim their 8th of the season, and they are now 8-7 as they defeat Northwest Arkansas. So the Naturals are 8-9. San Antonio is 8-7. And so far, that will do it for today's festivities here. We want y'all back at 7:05 tomorrow night as we bring you the 3rd of the 6-game series. And don't forget, it's $2 Dr. Pepper, $2 parking, $2 hot dogs, everything that you can think of. Everything's $2 on a Thursday like it is in the season. So the final 3-1 as the San Antonio Missions will take the 2nd. The win will go to Lake Bacher, and the loss for Northwest Arkansas is Austin Cox as he takes the loss for the Naturals. So pretty good right there, as that will do it.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 41 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Well, that was a pretty good ball game here this afternoon. And so far, it was a well-deserved victory. San Antonio has won this one just a 2-run differential, as the Missions had a low-scoring affair of 3-1. Well, Northwest Arkansas, 1 run on 5 hits, 1 error. And for San Antonio, 3-8-0 as they close out the day here this afternoon. Well, tonight the final couple of ball clubs will play their games. We got Frisco at Amarillo, Tulsa at Arkansas, Corpus Christi at Midland. And so far, that will be the final 6 teams of the day that will go on. Oh yes, and don't forget Corpus Christi at Midland as well. They will go forward. So just 8 ball clubs, or 6 ball clubs I should say. I do apologize about that. 6 ball clubs of tonight will head face to face in their match-offs. And so far, that will be pretty good. Well, Springfield will get the shutout 10-0 over Wichita. They will claim their 6th of the year in the wins. So Wichita is 8-9, Springfield 6-11. And so far, don't forget that other games will go on as well. So Corpus Christi at Midland, they'll start at 6:30. Frisco at Amarillo will start at 7. Tulsa at Arkansas is determined to play if it continues to rain, but evidently they may get a postponement due to the rain that they've been getting. Well, so far, everybody will probably have a great day, I will say. It's pretty good. But anyway, hope y'all had a great time, and we'll see y'all tomorrow at 7:05. First pitch, Game 3 against the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. So for all of us here, have a good night, and we'll see you again tomorrow.